Hi everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. It's a lunchtime here, and I just thought to come with a short lunch, lunchtime live, and give a little bit light on once again how to make the right compliment to a lady, how to not ruin it with a compliment because that is very easy, and I might have series on this because it's a very complex subject, and most of you guys mean well when you considering making a compliment to a lady, or you really want her to smile, you want her to sparkle. But unfortunately, a lot of time men unintentionally really make things worse with making compliments. So that's why let's start with the purpose of a compliment. The purpose of a compliment is basically lift somebody up, recognize somebody's strong traits, whether physical or mental, make somebody smile, and just generally to show your adoration. Usually when you say something bad to somebody, it's not a compliment, it's something else. So usually the compliment means that you adore something so much that you want another person to be aware of it. And that is a good compliment. When you are, first of all, truly genuine and truly can't, almost that you cannot stop yourself from letting the other person know about that inspiring positive thing about them or attractive thing that you had noticed. So it's very important to remind yourself about this, because a lot of times, and I had a client this morning who I was consulting, and we were talking about this, and a lot of times I believe unintentionally, but don't know for everyone how that is. A lot of times people make this kind of like double-edged compliment, or compliment with a double meaning. When, for example, you say, you know what, you are a beautiful woman, but why are you wearing black? Or you have very nice figure, but this dress is wrong for you. Or you look so much better in this dress. It sounds innocent, but it's already has a kind of prejudgment, so that it's not a pure compliment. So one of the ways to make your compliment right, especially with people who you don't know that well, you just maybe going out on a first date, or it's a new relationship, you cannot allow yourself to do those double meaning compliments, because that person does not know you that well. You don't have the right to judge, and I mean, you can try, but it's just gonna be really very unpleasant for the other person, even though they're not going to tell you anything, but they're going to take a note. It's a lot different when it's your close friend and you tell your close friend, oh my gosh, you look so much better like that, because your close friend knows that you saw them before, and what they mean that they found something really special. But with a new lady, with somebody who is somebody you don't know, you gotta make sure that your compliment is 100% positive, uplifting, inspiring, encouraging. Another thing is, try to, if you're on a date, try to avoid the physical compliments, especially the body. You could probably mention something about the style, the attitude of a person, the taste of their, of their outfit or something like that. It's best to avoid the body compliments, because it can unintentionally become a little bit more sexual that you would like it to be, on the first date. And another point, that a lot of times women they heard so many compliments already, about their legs, about their breasts, about their lips. They do not want to hear it. They want to see and go on a date with somebody who sees something else, who see their effort, their taste, their elegance, their cheerfulness. Is there word cheerfulness? Something else that is not as obvious. And possibly, that's my point number 3. And possibly something that nobody else had complimented them on. So it doesn't have to absolutely be something else that nobody had complimented them on. But if it is, you just might sparkle an interest. They will consider you very observant, and they will have a pleasure in their mind to remind themselves of that compliment. Especially if it was kind of slipped out from your mouth, or was very, very natural, and yet it's something that is not that obvious and a little bit more into depth. It means that you observant, because a lot of women knows guys often not that observant, and they put all this effort, to do something special, to look good, to be presentable, to be feminine. They choose hours to spend, to put everything together, and the guy's just saying, "You look nice." There is not anything wrong with that, but if you can be a little bit more specific, that would mean a lot. You can say, "You look wonderful, and I love, for example, this color," or any other variations that really show your adoration and appreciation and your excitement, but without misleading somewhere you're not supposed to yet be, to go yet. So I hope it's not too confusing. I'm gonna make some more videos on the compliments, because I had a client this morning and his compliment almost caused him a breakup. But we'll talk about more into depth in my next videos. I feel that, one of the most joyful things in life is interactions with others. When we interact with others, we are really starting to get to know ourselves. And when somebody is can see beyond what is obvious, and can be encouraging and inspiring, it really helps that sparkle and that mutual interest about each other grow. Because when somebody is curious about you, when somebody appreciating you, you just naturally start to mirror them. So that's why, once again, I highly recommend, if you want to encourage somebody, you want to give a compliment, okay, maybe it's a little, not so perfect, you're not an expert, but at least make sure that it doesn't have double meaning, it doesn't have sarcasm, and that it's absolutely genuine. One last thing I'm going to mention is, when somebody makes you a compliment that is not genuine, when somebody makes you a compliment that is fake, it is very, very unpleasant. And you feel that this person wants to manipulate you, and this person thinks that you're dumb. That is my thought process. Each time somebody tells me either a compliment or something, when they're just trying to match either, my opinion or taste in something, and I know it's not true, they don't really feel or like the same thing, but they're trying to pretend that they do. It has this feeling of not being sincere, and also feeling of trying to being manipulated, and that that they think that I'm not smart enough to see that. So if you're not sure, if you cannot find anything to compliment the person about, maybe you're with the wrong one. But being authentic will probably help you if you make a mistake. But as long as you respect the other person and you make a pure, generous compliments, you say things that you truly feel, the other person will feel that and will be encouraged, inspired, uplifted, and probably will develop some warm feelings for you. So thank you so very much, guys. We'll talk more about that in my next videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to my channel, because I know that a lot of people who are watching my videos are not subscribed. That would mean a lot to me if you do. Thank you so very much, and I'll see you soon.